Hi, I'm Seraflor, and welcome to yet another video. We've had a lot of characters released in Honkai Star Rail. Some characters we know nothing about when they are drip marketed, while others have appeared or were mentioned in the story until they were made playable a few patches later. But there's one character in particular who, despite being in the game since 1.0, we still haven't gotten in a playable form. Of course, I am talking about Screwllum. At the time of this video, he still isn't playable, which leads many to wonder, when will he become playable? Well, in this video, I would like to discuss what we know about Screwllum and how he can become playable in the future. Screwllum is number 76 of the Genius Society, and one of the collaborators on the simulated universe alongside Herta and Ron Bay. He is also collaborating with Dr. Ratio on the Divergent Universe project as well. Screwllum is the ruler of Planet Screwllum to add on top of his resume, but it doesn't end there. During the reign of Rupert I, who was number 27 of the Genius Society, Screwllum had led a resistance faction of inorganic life forms against the Emperor. And through his efforts, he managed to win out in the end. Screwllum managed to stop the IPC from taking the Scorched Earth approach and eliminate all mechanical life. And after his victory, he managed to further develop Planet Screwllum's science and technology. During the time of Honkai Star Rail, Screwllum has been involved in a few story events involving the Stellaron Hunters and Dr. Ratio, and it seems like he'll have more side story developments as time goes on. So why isn't he playable yet? What I'm about to discuss contains old, outdated, data mined info, along with some speculation. So take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. If you want to avoid any of this information, just skip ahead. I'll put a timestamp somewhere in the video. Screwllum's playable data has been in the game since the beginning, possibly even in the beta tests. He was intended to be a 4-star imaginary erudition character, before being upgraded to a 5-star imaginary erudition character. Several iterations of his kit revolved around follow-up attacks, debuffs, and follow-up attacks triggered by debuffs. If that last part sounds familiar, well, it's part of why the reason he hasn't made his playable debut yet. Over time, data miners and leakers have seen parts of Screwllum's kits hacked off and added to other characters. Imaginary erudition? That's Rappa now. Debuffs triggering follow-up attacks? That's Dr. Ratio's whole thing. And there are other parts of his old kits that are being used by current and unreleased characters that I will refrain from bringing up. It seems to me that Hoyoverse has had a terrible time finding an identity for our favorite Screw. They have one idea that could be a decent fit, but a character they have in development or an alpha has a design or gameplay style where said idea would work better. So they cut it out of Screwllum's kit. Now, when could he become playable? There is one potential story arc that comes to mind. The situation revolving King Rupert's tomb. We know that from the radio announcers prior to landing in Penacony that Screwllum was involved in finding and excavating Rupert's tomb. This could evolve into a potential story arc involving the fallen Genius Society member and the truth behind his death. Another possibility could be our journey to the unknown world of Amphorius. From what Black Swan has told us, the world is currently fettered by 3 paths. Could one of these paths be erudition? Even not, this could attract the members of the Genius Society to this unknown world. Whatever happens, Screwllum is a character that is a long time coming. Whether he becomes playable in 3.x or later, all the waiting for his playable debut would be all the more sweeter. Let's hope he's broken and overpowered, yeah? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.